Hey everyone, it's Raizhen, and welcome to Raizhen's Rasslin Reviews. Well, today we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about Raw and Smackdown of this week. I'm not gonna talk about TNA or SmackDown of last week. Just I didn't really watch the shows, and honestly, Raw's 3 hours. It's gonna be very difficult for me just to find time to do WWE. But before we get into that, there is gonna be an update for my Let's Plays for. Let's see, can I grab the game out from here actually? Here it is. For, not that you can really see that, Wild Arms 3. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have an actual case for it. Here you go, Wild Arms 3. Um, Basically, I got the new hard drive to record onto. I think I have it right here. By the way, the light is now in front of me, so hopefully that makes it a little better. Let me know. But anyway, yeah, I got this thing here. Western Digital. 1 TB. Should be good. But I still couldn't record with it even though I got it early last week because unfortunately I lost a little adapter at the end of my charger that makes. You see, even though I have two compacts, and for the most part they take the same charger, same kinds of chargers. The the other one I have, the plug, you need a different kind of plug. So you either got to get like an adapter to plug it into. It's called a dongle. It's a little piece you put at the end. I lost that. I don't know what happened to it. I tore the whole room apart and it's gone. My guess is literally I think the dog ate it. I'm not kidding. So I don't know what the hell happened. So I ordered a whole nother charger, and that came in yesterday. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but I was busy yesterday. I was hanging with my girlfriend all day, which was fun, and I didn't really have time to record. Today, I got to go to work. I got to get ready for work, so I'm not gonna bother with that with recording today. Tomorrow, we'll see. I do have to work tomorrow, but it's early in the morning. But I have to do stuff when I get home, so we'll see. Definitely Monday, though. I'll come back and start recording again. And also next week, you can expect the Odin Spear preview video, questions video to go up. Because regardless of whether I finish the second test run or not, I'm going to be putting that up next week. So that'll be starting after I finish Wild Arms 3, which shouldn't be much longer, really. And Ada's coming over on August 12th, or maybe not on August 12th, but that week. And I'm going to try and finish Tales of the Abyss. And I'm also going to get like 3 copies of each video, so it's no chance of losing them this time. So don't worry about that. And the commentary track, so make multiple copies of it. But now let's get into the wrestling review. I'm going to try and keep this under 20 minutes, so we'll see. I got a timer. I have my timer with me, so let's go through this pretty quickly. We start Raw with, first of all, we found out what they're going to do with the 3 hours. Nothing. As I thought, all they're going to do is use it to do recaps. Some promos go slightly longer. Some matches go slightly longer. But for the most part, it's mostly recaps. The 3 hour show, we only have, just listed on their website, we only have 9 segments listed. And I'm pretty sure that's all that happened on the show. Not really that much longer than any other wrestling show, so yeah, kind of annoying. But we do open up, of course, last week we had CM Punk's attacking, he attacked The Rock. So he starts the show, which is good. I like it when the champion starts the show. Makes the champion feel important. And he basically talks about, he had to attack The Rock because he had to hit him with a go to sleep because The Rock comes out on Raw 1000 and he basically makes Raw 1000 all about him when it shouldn't be about him. It should be about the champion, and he's the champion. He said, The Rock has his place there, but he should not have taken the spotlight. And when you actually hear him, you think he is absolutely right. The Rock is not an active wrestler. He does not deserve a title shot. He did not win a number one contenders match. Some people have tried to say, well, he beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Well, I'm sorry, that wasn't a number one contenders match. It doesn't mean anything. That was supposed to be a passing the torch match. That is not a number one contenders match. If it was a number one contenders match, they should have said that. Rock cannot just get himself a title shot just because he says he wants one. That's dumb. It devalues the title. It's disrespectful to your current roster. And it makes the title worth nothing. And he's going to win it. So what is it going to say when The Rock, a non-active wrestler, is your top champion who never defends it? He's going to have it till WrestleMania from Royal Rumble. He's going to lose it to John Cena. It's going to happen. I would be very surprised if he even defended it at Elimination Chamber. They'll probably do a number one contenders match in the Chamber instead. You watch, it's going to happen. So, anyway, Punk is interrupted by Big Show of all people. I don't know, you got me. Big Show's basically, I'm going to be the next WWE champion. Punk basically tells him, you can't even beat John Cena, let alone me. But wait a minute. John Cena's here. CM Punk is here. If Big Show can't beat this, why couldn't he still beat this? Remember, John Cena is the WWE champion. Now yes, CM Punk has a belt around his waist, but John Cena is still the champion. He is still main eventing. Therefore, he is more important than CM Punk, and logically, he's the better wrestler, according to storyline. So I don't understand why Punk is saying, but you can't beat John Cena, so how can you beat me? That doesn't make any sense, Punk. Of course he can beat you. You're not John Cena. You're weaker than John Cena. Makes no sense. There's no consistency on this show. And I really don't like how they don't. Why don't they have CM Punk say he's tired of not main eventing shows? Why don't they have him come out and say, this title is going to main event the next pay-per-view, or I will not defend it. I will refuse to defend this belt if I am not the last match on the card. Why don't you make a storyline out of it? Otherwise, what was the purpose? Personally, I don't care if The Rock is on the card. I don't care if Stone Cold is on the card. I don't care if The Undertaker's on the card. I don't care if Triple H is on the card. And I certainly don't give a damn about Brock Lesnar being on the card. If you're not the WWE champion or the World Heavyweight champion, you don't get the main event. The WWE champion and the World Heavyweight champion should always be the last two matches on the card. Always. No matter what. In either order, depending on, the match type and stuff like that, which one goes on last. But they should always be one and then the other, because they're supposed to be the two most important matches. It pisses me off. Cena comes out for some reason, attacks Big Show. I guess that makes sense. Why he's not mad at Punk, I don't really know. But then Punk, I don't know what happened to Punk. I think he just left. I don't remember. But I know AJ comes out and basically says that there's going to be a number one contenders match for the main event Big Show, Cena, winner faces Punk at SummerSlam. Then we had Alberto Del Rio go against United States champion Santino Marella. Stop jobbing out the U.S. champion. Just stop. The title is already worth so little. Why are you devaluing it further? You should not be putting your U.S. champion in a situation where he has to lose. You should put him up against other mid-carders and have him look strong. Occasionally have him go up against a main eventer, maybe get a win. But you don't put him up against Alberto Del Rio, who's the number one contender for SummerSlam. For the World Heavyweight Championship. It's dumb. Del Rio wins. He squashes Santino. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with Santino. Makes no sense to me. There was some stupid dance-off between Brodus Clay and Vicky Guerrero. For some reason, Sandow came down and attacked Brodus Clay and kicked his ass. I don't know. You got me. Then we had, they're doing this thing now where they're doing polls. They're not really doing polls. I highly doubt they're legitimate. But the WWE is claiming that you get to vote on, certain things, like one match, I guess every Monday. So in this case, it was what kind of match Sheamus and Daniel Bryan would have. Which, the choices were funny. It was a falls count anywhere, a no holds barred, or a street fight. Now wait a minute. All three of those matches are the same match. They're all no DQ matches. The only real exception is falls count anywhere, where you can pin anywhere. Other than that, they're the same. So even if this was a legitimate poll, it would have changed nothing from how they scripted the match to go. Anyway, it ends up being a street fight. Not that that matters. They do use some weapons in this match. I think it goes for like 20 minutes. It was a long match. I think it went through 2 commercial breaks. Might have been longer than 20 minutes. It was a long match. It was good. It was pay-per-view quality. But, at this point, we've seen these guys go at it multiple times. I mean, we saw what they could do at Extreme Rules. So it's basically like giving it away again. Of course, Sheamus wins with a bro kick that knocks Bryan onto steel steps, which the announcers sell like him just falling onto steel steps from a kick to the face somehow hurt him more. Okay, I don't see how, but I guess. Logically, that makes no sense, but okay. A good match though. Is this when we had the... Yeah. After this point, we had, oh god. We had, Daniel Bryan throw a tantrum in the ring. For some reason, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth come out, who have never had a problem with Daniel Bryan, at least certainly not recently to my knowledge. And they come out, and they basically tell Daniel that he should leave the ring, and he's basically a joke, and he's whining and complaining, which he was. Daniel Bryan basically asks R-Truth, "Oh, is this little Jimmy right here?" And R-Truth, like a dumbass, says, "Oh yeah, it's little Jimmy." And then Daniel Bryan does this kick. He kicks it, and it kicks little Jimmy in the face, and supposedly sends him flying out of the ring. Of course, little Jimmy doesn't really exist, so it's ridiculous. And R-Truth goes out of the ring like, oh my god, you killed little Jimmy. And Kofi Kingston has just got this look on his face like, I can't believe they pay me to do this. So he tries to calm R-Truth down. Daniel Bryan has this funny line where he says, "What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? You are consoling a child that does not exist." And then the doctors that I think were the same doctors from Raw 1000 came out. Psychiatrists, I guess. And Daniel Bryan's basically like, "Take this man away. And for some reason, AJ's like, no, Daniel Bryan's the crazy one. Take him away. And they do! What? Okay. So all throughout the night, I'll just cover this now, we get various Daniel Bryan segments of him being interviewed by a doctor, a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist keeps showing him pictures. Oh, the pictures look like a goat face. Ha ha! It's Charlie Sheen's segment! It makes no sense. And Daniel Bryan clearly looks crazy because the doctor will ask him a question. He'll be like, yes! 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 It's like, oh my god. So afterwards, the doctor comes to the conclusion that he's a clean bill of health and leaves. And then for some reason, the lights go red and he's like, Charlie, is that you? Is that you, Charlie Sheen? And then Kane comes in and beats the shit out of him. Why? I don't know. It just happens. Either AJ sent him, or maybe they're going to say that Charlie Sheen sent Kane. I wouldn't doubt it if Kane's working with Charlie Sheen. It's WWE. Would you doubt it? Would you? By the way, Kane goes from being involved in the title picture, along with Daniel Bryan, to being mixed up in a Charlie Sheen angle with Daniel Bryan. I got nothing. So we had Titus O'Neil defeating Kofi Kingston. I'd like to tell you what happened in the match, but I don't watch segments with AW in it. I can't take him anymore. He distracts from the match. He's annoying. I hate the guy. So I'm not going to watch any segment he's in, period. I refuse. And if the Primetime Players win the tag titles, I just won't watch tag team title matches anymore. I'm not kidding. I can't stand the guy. He's a sideshow that became the main show. Randy Orton returns, defeats Heath Slater, squashes him. Who cares? Oh, I'll get to Randy Orton nonsense later. Chris Jericho and Christian team up. They do defeat Dolph Ziggler and The Miz. I think Jericho pins Miz off of a code breaker, I think. But I know Miz got pinned, and I know Jericho pinned him. And then Dolph Ziggler hits him in the back with the briefcase, and for once is able to just walk away. Looking strong. I was like, where the fuck is Sheamus? Where's the bro kick? What's going on, WWE? You're slacking. I cannot believe they let Dolph Ziggler look strong. Granted, it was a cowardly attack, but you know what? I will take it at this point. I will take anything to make Dolph Ziggler look good. So after that thing with Dolph Ziggler finally looking good, we get Tyson Kidd defeating Tensai by disqualification. Tyson Kidd actually looks good in this match. Tensai basically does beat him and pin him, but Kidd gets a lot of offense in. He actually pretty much kicks Tensai's ass for I'd say the majority of the match. Basically after Tensai loses, he of course goes crazy, beats up Tyson Kidd, and eventually the referee reverses the decision and gives Kidd the win. And then Tensai beats up Sakamoto. I don't know why the WWE thinks we care about Sakamoto. All he does is continuously get beat up by this guy, and I don't know why he's still with him. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Whatever, they've kind of ruined Tensai anyway after John Cena beat him. Anyway, then we have the main event, John Cena and Big Show, number one contenders match. Yeah, CM Punk was on commentary, that's right. CM Punk's actually putting both guys over. He's saying a lot of things that are true. Even as a heel, you have to really agree with what he's saying. And then, of course, the bullshit happens. So the match isn't very good. It's John Cena, you know? They're not going to let him do anything because they're afraid he'll get hurt. And Big Show is so slow and boring that, you know, he's Big Show. It's not the guy's fault, but he's big. He's slow. And they protect John Cena like he's the Holy Grail. So, I mean, it's okay match, but it wasn't very good. So, the match ends because Cena gets thrown by Big Show into CM Punk. CM Punk gets pissed. Chop blocks Big Show. Big Show falls onto John Cena, which I guess somehow kills John Cena. He's like dead. And then Punk kicks Big Show in the face, which Big Show's dead too. And it's a double DQ somehow, even though he only attacked Big Show, and Big Show just happened to fall on John Cena. So therefore, John Cena should have won by DQ, but whatever. We'll give the WWE its due here, I guess. We'll let him have it. But yeah, Punk picks up the microphone. He says the winner of this match is no one. They're both losers. Leaves. AJ comes out. Basically says, actually they're both winners. Punk, you're gonna fight them both at the pay-per-view. It's at SummerSlam. And you know what? They should have ended the show there. But no, they had to come out, and Punk had to come back out and say, you can't do this to me! I'm the WWE Champion! I can't fight two guys! How could I possibly beat two guys? Kane and Daniel Bryan! But, you know, I mean, I'm the WWE Champion. Show some respect! Show some respect! You respect me! I'm a coward! I'm a whiny bitch now! I'm a coward! I'm like Daniel Bryan! I'm a whiny bitch! I'm annoying and I complain now. Compare this heel CM Punk to heel CM Punk at last year's Money in the Bank. What was the better CM Punk? Yeah. I don't even think I need to answer that. So the show ends horribly. The wrestling was pretty decent. But they've ruined CM Punk, and I apologize last week because last week I gave them credit. I gave them credit for Raw 1000 for turning CM Punk heel. I was wrong. They've taken the one good part of their show and they've destroyed it. You're not going to get good matches out of CM Punk anymore. He's just going to be a whiny little bitch who can't win any matches without cheating or somehow sliding away just like Daniel Bryan. He's going to hold the belt till Royal Rumble and lose to The Rock. His only purpose is to get beat up by John Cena and The Rock for the next 6 months? And then lose it to The Rock and then fade into oblivion while John Cena becomes the hero and avenges his loss at WrestleMania to become the WWE champion. And then he'll probably hold the title for, 2 years. Watch it, it'll happen. Oh yeah, it'll happen. I don't know what the WWE plans to do when John Cena's gone in 10 years, but, I guess they can just do whatever they want right now. So then we got SmackDown. I'm going to go through this one pretty quickly because I'm past 22 minutes. Well, I'm 16 minutes for the actual wrestling. Probably should have had this loaded up already. I hate how their website's tabs don't work properly. I just watched SmackDown a little while ago, so we'll see how much I remember. The show opens up with Mr. McMahon. I don't know why. This is August 3rd SmackDown, by the way. Of course, it'll be in the video description. Booker T becomes the new general manager. He gets interrupted by Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio basically tries to kiss his ass. Booker T's not having it. It was a decent segment. And then Sheamus comes out and does the exact same thing, but Booker T's all of a sudden fine with this. So wait a minute. If a face comes and kisses your ass, it's great. If a heel does it, it's not. Once again, consistency. I guess they're trying to say Sheamus actually means it, but the thing I don't get is Sheamus actually he's like, unlike Del Rio, I actually mean it. If you mean it, you wouldn't have said that. Why would they have him frame it like that? Now it just makes everybody ask, wait a minute, does he really mean it? Why would he say that? So dumb. They don't think. Anyway, Del Rio has a match later against Orton. It's the main event. Now, I'm glad that they're going to have Del Rio go over Orton and look strong into SummerSlam. Because I'm sure that's what happened, right? Right? Yeah? Oh, we'll get to it. So Tensai is announced as Sheamus' opponent. This was an excellent match. Pay-per-view quality. The story of the match is that, Sheamus can't lift Tensai. So when he finally does lift him and power slam him, it was an amazing moment in the match. But it was a great match, pay-per-view quality. Tensai actually hits his finisher. He hits I think it's called the Baldo Bomb. He hits it. I was like, Tensai's going to win? I mean, for that split second, they make you think that Tensai's actually going to win. And of course, Sheamus kicks out and then hits a bro kick. It's like an amazing match. I think it went through like 2 commercial breaks. It was at least 15 minutes long, I think. It felt long. It was good. So Tensai looks strong, but does lose the match. Does he beat up Sakamoto this time? I can't remember. I know that when he lost, Sakamoto's like, oh no, I'm going to get beat up again. There was a point in the match where Tensai tried to use Sakamoto as a human shield, and Sheamus just tossed him aside, which was pretty funny. But anyway, next we have Antonio Cesaro against Santino Marella. Santino actually looks pretty good now this time. He doesn't get completely squashed. Hits the Cobra, but Cesaro's feet are under the ropes, which is a rope break. I never understood why that is a rope break, because that's technically not the ropes, so why are you calling it a rope break? And Santino even says this to the ref. He's like, his foot's under the rope. He's like, yeah, we gotta break the pin. It's like, why? He's not touching the ropes. That doesn't make sense. He's like, that rule is stupid. Why don't you call it an under the ring rope break or something? Under the rope break. Or how about I don't know, what do they call that thing that's hanging off? That little curtain break or something. Like, why is that a rope break? I never understood that, because there are times where you see somebody touch that and they don't have to break the hold. The referee doesn't even start a count. But there have also been times where they've done that and they didn't break the hold, and the guy afterwards like, I touched that, therefore he should have broken the hold right there. It's like, wait a minute, but the guy pulled you away. So is the rule different if you touch that part of the ring than if it's just actual rope break? Is it a separate rule? It's never been made very clear, and it confuses me to this day. But anyway, Cesaro does hit his finisher after this. I have no idea what it's called. Let me know if you know. It looks kind of like AJ Styles' finisher. By the way, I'm not doing TNA this week or for last week's show either. Just because Raw's 3 hours now, and I barely have enough time to devote to that. So, but Santino loses. So they're basically teasing that Cesaro is going to get a U.S. title shot. He probably will at SummerSlam. Honestly, I can't see him winning. They're probably going to have Marella defeat him, because Santino's so over that, knowing WWE, even though Cesaro should win, he probably won't, because WWE just shoves things that are over down your throat. Then we have Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, and The Miz defeating Kane, Christian, and Jericho. This was another good match. I think Jericho got pinned with a roll-up from Daniel Bryan. Basically, the whole thing with Daniel Bryan is that he's now saying no, 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 and he's pissed that the crowd keeps chanting yes, yes, yes. So he's got a shirt that now says no, no, no on it. And he did an interview where he's like, only I can chant it, and he's a whiny bitch, and it's annoying as hell. And even Miz is like, dude, what are you doing? Who cares what they chant? Just get in the ring and wrestle the match. But the heels do win, which I am shocked. Heels never win in WWE now, but they do win this match. And then, because I think Dolph Ziggler distracted Jericho, got code breakered, and then he got rolled up for the pin. So Jericho lost. He kind of took his eye off of Daniel Bryan. And afterwards, Daniel Bryan starts yelling at a random fan. He's like, no, 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 as this fan's chanting yes, yes, yes. It was probably a planted fan. I can't imagine it being a real fan. Then we had just before I move on, Dolph Ziggler looks weak again. He got code breakered, and he was pretty much dead. It's like, what the hell? At least he didn't get bro kicked this time. I was waiting for Sheamus to come down and just bro kick him for the hell of it. Then we have Ryback against Jinder Mahal. Now last week, I guess Jinder Mahal actually kicked the shit out of Ryback in a match, and then Ryback roided up, and Jinder Mahal just said, you know what, fuck this, and just left. Which I always wondered why people don't do. Like, Hulk Hogan would do his stupid hulking up thing. Why do you always try to punch the guy? He's going to block it every time. Why don't you just leave the ring? Or better yet, why don't you just kick him in the nuts? Kick him in the leg if he's going to block a punch every time. It made no sense to me. Every time Hulk Hogan did that, it's like, why would you punch him? Just do a knee or something. Or just leave until it wears off. Then anyway, we had Ryback does win this match by disqualification. Because I'm trying to think. What the hell happens in this match? I know yeah, Jinder Mahal actually hits a knee to Ryback's face, and Ryback is knocked down. And then he tries for it again, and Ryback avoids it, starts roiding up again. And then Ryback, or Jinder Mahal leaves the ring, grabs the microphone, Ryback comes over and hits him in the face. Fair enough, except for one major problem. Why does Ryback get hurt by a knee to the face, but not get hurt by a microphone shot? He's literally like, oh, I eat microphones for breakfast. It does nothing to him, yet he gets one knee to the face, and he's dead. He's on the ground. Are Jinder Mahal's knees made of steel? Are they like metal? What the hell is going on? This makes no sense. I guess just knee him in the face because that's his weakness, but don't try to hit him with a chair or anything because it'll just bounce off. Consistency, WWE. You should have had Jinder Mahal hit him with a microphone and Ryback be dead. Then you could keep this going. Instead, Jinder Mahal just runs away and he looks weak. You can do that once, but you can't do it again. Make us believe that Ryback could lose. Make us believe that Jinder Mahal can beat him. They're so stupid. I'm tired of Ryback matches. I'm tired of the guy. He needs to have a real feud. Not this bullshit where he's facing guys that look way too weak compared to him. Then we had Darren Young defeating R-Truth. I don't know how it happened because I didn't watch the match. I fast forwarded. Fuck AW and fuck whoever wrote his character. And I suppose somebody's going to ask me to address this. Yes, I'm aware that AW made a rape joke at some point, I think last week. I don't personally care, since I think if you're being comedic, you have almost free reign, in my opinion. Like, I really don't care if you make a 9/11 joke. I mean, and as long as my philosophy is, if it's more than like 2 or 3 years, go ahead, have at it. But I know a lot of people find rape jokes offensive, And it's certainly not appropriate for something that's claiming to be PG. So my question is, why was AW not punished for this? Are you PG or not? Because if you're not, then don't say you are. It's fucking dumb. Then we had the main event, Randy Orton versus Del Rio. I'm going to tell you this right now. Del Rio needed to win this match. He needed to go over clean over Orton. It would have been huge. It would have made us think, oh my god, Del Rio could win. He could beat Sheamus. No, he loses, and he loses handily. Randy Orton pretty much kicks his ass for most of the match. Del Rio doesn't even really work the arm at all. Once again, no cross arm breaker. All that happened, Randy Orton basically sets him up for an RKO. It's clear he's going to hit it. And then Ricardo Rodriguez gets in. The match ends in a DQ. Orton wins. Del Rio tries to attack him from behind. Orton just kicks his ass. And then Del Rio tries to leave. And Sheamus comes in, throws him back in the ring. RKO. Del Rio's dead. What is the point of this? You make Randy Orton look good. Why? Randy Orton, the guy who failed 2 wellness tests. Why are you rebuilding him? Have him be the guy that puts everyone over. You know what I would do with Randy Orton? I'd be like, you're going to enter a feud with Dolph Ziggler right after he's done with Jericho, and you're going to lose every match with him. You're going to put him over at the pay-per-view. Imagine how huge it would be if Dolph Ziggler pins Randy Orton clean. No interference, no bullshit, just 1, 2, 3 at a pay-per-view. That's it, you've made Dolph Ziggler. He's legitimate. But no, they're not going to do that. They're going to put Orton back in the title picture. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him the title. They seem to have come to a decision. Orton and Cena are their guys. Honestly, I would not expect to see Sheamus with that title much longer. It's probably going to go back to Orton. This night, to me, basically showed to me that the WWE cares about Randy Orton and John Cena. And that's it. If you're not Randy Orton, if you're not John Cena, you're nobody. I got nothing. This was the worst way they could have ended the show. Both shows were terrible, as usual. It's a shame because the wrestling was much better quality this week. But anyway. I don't know, Del Rio needs to look strong. Sheamus needs to look strong. Orton does not. Not right now. He doesn't need to win matches. He could look strong in this match and lose. There's no reason why he couldn't lose. Have him tap out. Can you imagine if Del Rio in a 20-minute match on Raw on SmackDown made Randy Orton tap? That's it. Del Rio is now the biggest threat to Sheamus' title reign. But no, they don't do it. Screw it. I'm done. I'm done ranting. So, anyway, that's the end of this episode of Raizhen's Rasslin Reviews. I'm not going to review last week's SmackDown just because I don't feel like it. And I moved my my webcam recording setup so that the light is right in front of me. So hopefully that helps. If not, let me know. But anyway, I'm going to sign off here. Thanks for watching. I'll try and condense these in the future, but they're always so bad that I have so much that I need to talk about. It's ridiculous, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching.